Hello YouTube! Another vid. Another day, another vid. Okay, this time we're gonna do King versus Eliza. This matchup, man. To be honest, I don't think this is that good of a matchup for King. But it's not that bad either. I would say like 45-55 maybe, something like that. It's not that bad. But King, what King can do really well is of course backdash out of Eliza's pressure, but most characters can do that. Okay, how about Eliza? Big things that you have to know are how to deal with this move, because this is very common. This into mix up, right? And how to deal with these. These are very, very important. So first, let's do a down 3. This. When people say this is a safe low, basically. Because you can't punish it, normally. You may get caught. See that? So it's a little bit iffy to punish. If you do while staying 4, it will work. But anything else, it won't work. Because normally this is not... This is launch punishable normally, minus 16. But it becomes less minus. But what you can do here... is this. Most of the time when this will hit you, it won't be this distance, right? It won't be this close. It will be like this. And you can very easily punish this with literally anything. Sidestep right, easy punish. Hop kick doesn't reach though. I don't know, what can you do? 4-2-1 works. But you just have to make sure you do a full sidestep before punishing. Sometimes it will catch you. But the sidewalk is really good. I wish the hop kick reached though. There you go, it reaches sometimes. Shit. There you go. So this is very important to know. I guess 4-2-1 is like more consistent punish. But there's also the second fireball, this one. Which can't be stepped. It's a faster one. So it's like a kind of a mix-up, but Eliza is taking a lot of risk here. Because this is punishable. Most of the time, you won't be able to punish it because of the frames. But sometimes if you're close enough, back 1-2. King gets a very easy punish on this. But you have to be careful. Sometimes do a down 4, which will also be a punish, right? More or less. Like just to keep it on the toes. Down 4-2 will work very close up. Sometimes try back 1, but you have to be able to differentiate these. If you block both, it's always minus 13. But most Eliza players will not do this right here. Because it's punishable. Most of them will do this one, the lingering one. Or lingering one, lingering. Like that. And the sidestep right, very, very easy sidestep right. Just one tap, it will avoid it. Punish him, launch him. Just like that. This is very important to know. Of course there are like meter variations which you can't sidestep. But those are like meter only. Oh, never mind, you can't sidestep them. Never mind, you can't sidestep them. Sidestep right is pretty good. Shit. So after down 3, even the meter variation can be sidestepped. But the thing is, you have to be noticing how close you are whenever this hits. If you're too close, you won't be able to step. Like that. You can't step it. But most of the time, you'll be backdashing. So just step. Most of the time, this will be how it will hit. Step, launch. Make them use this. And punish this whenever you block it. If not punished, it's 100% your turn after it, so I wouldn't really worry about it. Like the frames, like at least minus 10, minimum of minus 10. While this, if you block this, you'll be standing there like an idiot, right? You're too close, you're too afraid to go in. If you try to, you're gonna get hit. So it's kind of going back to neutral. That's why sidestep right is so good. It avoids that lingering effect of a hit. And you'll be able to just normally punish her. Okay, that's about down 3. Now the other thing, other annoying move. 4-4-4-2. This into this, for example. What I would suggest is doing that. Don't sidestep to the right, that's a combo, but sidestep to the left almost every time. You're gonna avoid the mix-up. You're gonna get a little bit of damage, like 10 damage, but you're gonna go back to neutral, avoid the mix-up. Like, basically, you're gonna waste her bar just by sidestepping to the left, and she only gets 10 damage. I think this is a worthwhile trade, in my opinion. Of course, sometimes you can just, you know, hold back, guess, do your stuff, basically. But I would suggest sidestep to the left a lot. Like, a lot. Because you're wasting a bar for 10 damage, and that's basically nothing. They might do this as well, without the bar. But if you step just like that, so if they don't use a meter, you still get a punish. See that? Still a punish. The only exception is the fast dark wave. Never mind, it's not. Damn, this character, man. I thought this was an exception. But yeah, sidestep left is very good. Very, very good. All of the dark waves can be stepped. Even the meter version. The meter version will clip you, but won't get a combo. It will only be 10 damage, and you'll basically go back to neutral, more or less. You look very annoyed, the Eliza player. Very, very annoyed. So I think it's worth it. It's very worth it. Of course, at the wall, situations are a little bit different. Like down 3, it becomes a real mix-up because, you know, this is guaranteed on clean hit and stuff like that. And the dive kick pressure you have to deal with. Stuff like that. I don't know how to do it, but something like that. What I would recommend is doing mini steps here. Wait, let me try to do it. Shit, I messed up. Damn it. I gotta do at least 3 in a row. Oh, not those. That's something. Okay, got to the wall. Of course, those are not that fast. But whenever you block this, I would suggest mini steps. Out of the wall. Very little mini steps. Sometimes you'll get caught by a low, but then a step low parry might be good. But in general, this is very annoying to deal with, the dive kick pressure. I know I'm not doing it correctly here. I don't play Eliza, but mini steps, mini step low parries, and very fast low parry, something like that. Those are good options. But you just want to get out of the wall so the clean hit isn't a threat anymore. Like, if they do this, basically, that's scary. Oh. God damn it, wait. I can't make it block. Wait, I know how to do. Dash first and then there you go. So something like that may be a good option. But of course you can fuck it up. It's not that easy to do because down 3 is fast. Our sidestep low parry is pretty good. Sidestepping is pretty good, although it will catch you. Because it's a kind of a mix-up. But the good thing is, Eliza's clean hit range isn't as good as Akuma's. Sometimes it may whiff, depending on the situation. Like this, you see that? But yeah, sometimes you'll still block it on your sidestep. But sidestep low parry is a very good option. Of course, they might do some mids or jabs to catch your sidesteps. But it's a mix-up, basically. Those dive kick pressure is just a real thing at the wall. It's scary. I'm not saying it's not, but it is what it is. Okay. What else? I mean, Eliza player can dig jab there too, but the low parry will catch it, sidestep will avoid it, stuff like that. But most of the time you want to step her to this direction, to the right. On dive kick pressure, normally you want to step to the right because... Wait. I don't need the wall anymore. Because this will track just like that. Right? Oof, never mind. I think it might be an exception. I remember that with dive kick pressure, it's better to sidestep to the right than to the left because down 3 has a bigger chance of not being a clean hit. Like, it will still hit you, but it has a bigger chance of not being a clean hit. Okay, that's something maybe I should, wait, investigate more. Let's do something like this. Wait. Like, this has a higher chance of clean hitting you than when you go to the right. It will still clean hit most of the time. But at some angles, there's a chance that the clean hit won't work. Wait. The big brain strats. Make her go forward with me. Okay. But yeah, most of the time it is a mix-up. But I would still suggest if you go with the sidestep route, sidestepping to the right. That's how I'd suggest. Okay, down forward 1. In the neutral though, it's a little bit iffy. The neutral down 3 is not that much of a threat. But if you are afraid of it, you can step to the left, just like a down forward 1. Or down forward 1 can be stepped both ways. Down back 4 is what they will use to kind of track you, although it's pretty slow. It's very punishable. If you do block it, you get a free launch. Even a delayed hop kick. But this will track you more or less. But biggest problem with Eliza is that her lows are not that good. Like this low, this low. I mean, I can't really think of any other low. Like, what other low does Eliza have? Doesn't even have a generic low. And people, most of the time with Eliza, abuse this. But I already talked about how to deal with it. You just sidestep. Outside of the wall, of course, in the neutral. Because in the neutral, that's where they abuse this. Have sidestep right and launch punish it. Make him actually play the mind game instead of always spamming this. This will also get sidestepped if you go to the right after down 3, unless you're too close. I already talked about that. What else? Oh yeah, this right here, wait. What's the launcher that has a mind game? That you have to sidestep. I forgot. Oh. 3-hit launcher. I forgot the input for it. Wait. 4-4-3? 4-4-4? No, not this. There's a 3-hit launcher when it's not a launcher. The 2-hit is the launcher, but 3rd hit is like a mind game. Let me try to find it. I don't play this character much. I know her moves. Maybe it's this. Yeah, it's this. Back 1-4. This one right here. So this, normally, if they don't finish it, is -13. Normally. But it has a mind game to it. It's like a... kind of similar to the Leo's mind game, 4-4-4-3. And some other characters have it as well. But the mind game here is... you either step this and launch it, or punish this. Because there's no options left. See that? You can't even power crush. I tried the power crush there. So yeah, sidestep launch. Just a sidestep to the right, not to the left. If you go left, it will catch you. Like that. So you have to go to the right and launch it. Do whatever. I guess a hop kick. Maybe sidestep 2. Doesn't work. But yeah, hop kick is the best one. You need the mid. Delayed hop kick. Wait, sidestep duck. Sidestep duck. Into down forward 2. Yeah, that works. That's actually a punish. If you want a little bit more damage than a hop kick, I guess you can do this. Shit. Basically that. Delayed hop kick works too. Yeah, delayed hop kick works as well. But since it's a little bit slow, it's kind of awkward for me personally. If it's not awkward for you, you can try to do a delayed hop kick. Just punish it as much as possible. Like, play the mind game, basically. It's kind of a 50-50 there. Okay, what else? Yeah, this mix-up. They might try to do this in the open, Eliza players. And try to mix up this. Where's the hot low? This. With this. But I feel like this can't be mixed with that low that well. Because it's a little bit iffy. The low is very slow. Like compared to the mid, it's very slow. Not only is it fuzzyable, sometimes I fuzzy it. Whenever I see movement, I just block mid a couple of frames and then fuzzy, just like that. So it's not that hard, right? Like, I don't see this as the kind of a mix-up that you should be doing. Sometimes you may get caught, but I think it's fuzzyable. Sometimes even reactable. This low. Sometimes you'll get caught, and I'm not saying you'll never get caught. Oh shit. That's a combo. But yeah. I would be like a little bit careful with that. But if Eliza player does that, she is taking a lot of risk. Unless they do the mid, of course. The mid can be stepped, but most of the time you won't be able to step it. But as I said, normally you have to go left against Eliza in the neutral. But this has very good tracking. Unless you time your step. Left is a bit easier than right. But yeah, it's a bit iffy. But you can also step this. Just like that. To the left. It works to the right as well, but as I said, left is a little bit more consistent. But that's only in the neutral. There are situations when you have to go to the right, like I said in the beginning, it's this. Gotta go to the right. After the dive kick pressure, I prefer going to the right. In the middle of dive kick pressure anyway. And also this move right here, you have to step to the right. In the neutral though, going left is most of the time a good thing for you, because down 3 can be sidestepped. And if down 3 is sidestepped, she won't be able to follow up with anything, and its recovery isn't that good. You kinda easily punch it 4-2-1. Okay. What else? I think that's about it. I mean, Eliza has a lot of setups as well with bar, like Shoryus. But it's basically the same as Akuma. Like, if you do something that's plus frame for you, there's a good chance they might do a Shoryu. The invincible Shoryu. This right here. Wake up, they might do that. They might have like a setup for it, with like this into that. To make you press. A lot of setups like that. But the good thing about Eliza is she doesn't really have dick jab setups that much. She may annoy you with dick jabs like this, right? But if she abuses this one, you just get your turn back very easily. Like, this isn't big of a problem. You can't sidestep this like you can sidestep this one, because dick jab will most of the time hit you. Unless like a very special condition. Not condition. Situation. Like that one. Sometimes it will still catch you. But sidewalk left will work here. But I would not recommend sidewalking this in general. After dick jab. It's a little bit iffy. But if they do spam it, just so you guys know, you can sidewalk it. Sidewalk, launch it, right? But it's the other direction. That's why this character is a little bit tricky. You have to go left or right depending on the situation. This, you can't, like this is right, but this is left. For example, tricky character. After down 3, you have to go to the right to punish her. Even though it's the same kind of Dark Wave. After Dick Jab Dark Wave, you have to go to the left. So if you go to the right, it catches you. 100%. So, tricky character. But if you know what you're doing, you can deal with her annoying stuff pretty easily. Like, if you play the mind game, Eliza is taking a lot of risk most of the time. Okay. At the wall, of course, you may get checked by 4-4-2s. 4-4-2 is a very good move by Eliza. Because it's a -9, 14 frame wall splat mid. Very, very good. It's kind of like Leo's. So you have to be careful of that. But that's why I say whenever you're at the wall, you have to like keep sidestepping slowly but surely to get out of it. Because against 2Ds, the walls are too scary. Especially Akuma and Eliza. He's not as much because he doesn't have like something like this. A clean hit down 3. But still, very scary. Eliza and Akuma especially. Okay. What else? Like this is the main low she'll be using basically. If you don't count this, maybe they'll use this sometimes. But if you're like looking out for it, sometimes it'll whiff, you'll be able to punish it. It has shit recovery. Look at this recovery. That was a punish. That was also a punish. I'm waiting a million years before 4-2-1, still a punish. Very bad recovery. Good thing is, if this does whiff, Eliza can't really continue, like with the fireball. Dark Wave. Okay, I talked about this, which is the most annoying move she has. Am I missing something? I might be missing something. Yeah, of course this is pretty common. But I can't really say anything about this because after this, it's a true mix-up. Oof. Between this, unblockable, and the low. The low, normally you can kinda see, but after that, it's way harder to see it. Because if you try to react, this will hit you. You won't be able to react to this if you're looking out for the low. And they might delay it as well. Like, they can delay their options, like that. But what I would suggest on a reaction is react to a twitch. Don't react to this, react to a twitch. And try to fuzzy. That's what I do anyway. You won't always be able to do it, but it's pretty good to do, in my opinion. This is also very good of Eliza. What's the tracking move? This one. Really good move, Eliza's. Some Eliza players don't like using it, I don't know why, but this is very good. It is slow, you can easily like counter it out of it. Like that. Sometimes you want to float. Like that. But on block, it has a mind game into it. This is basically Eliza's back 3. It's the same kind of mind game. After this, if you press something, they might like look out for it, look out for a whiff punish you. If you don't press anything, they might come in again, continue pressure. Or they might sidestep something, looking for a whiff, backdash something, looking for a whiff. Or just press something because it's only -6. And this is very strong, especially at the wall. Wait. Let's go to the wall. Because look, when it hits you, it's a lot of damage basically. Like, I don't know the good damaging option, but it's gonna be a lot of damage with very good Oki. Because it is a wall bounce. Although, because she will be very close to the wall, the -6 will be, you know, more usable, basically. So you can use the -6 to get out of the wall with the sidestep, which is pretty good. Or you can also check in with the down forward 1 or down forward 2, that's pretty good, or down 4. All those options are decent, but it's -6, so you can't do something very slow. Unless you have a hard read, of course. If you have a hard read, like, they always do jabs after it, maybe you can do down 1+2. Punish him for it, but those are hard reads, not gonna talk about them. Okay. What else? Magic 4 is pretty annoying to deal with as well when you're sidestepping. Like, this is pretty common as well. I forgot to mention this. After dive kick, they might do this. Dive kick into 4. Because good Eliza players know people sidestep after this. And he'll just get hit and most likely wall splat at the wall. That's why this is a true mix-up. Of course, if you have the hard read, you can duck. Like, the duck will beat also a down 3 attempt, so it's not that bad of an option. And if you see the magic 4, launch him for it. But you have to look out for it in general. Even in the neutral. It's very good because the counter with launcher and it's only -5. Yep, -5. And this, to show you, it's a pretty common setup, gotta be honest. Especially if the Eliza player is low. What else? They might do this as well sometimes to catch you in the neutral. Like in the neutral, if you're moving a lot, especially sidestepping, Eliza players might just throw this out. Catch you like that. But of course, it's duckable. Duck, launch. Although Eliza does have a mix-up to it, the 3-3. This one's punishable. So it's kind of a mind game. The thing is, if the Eliza player commits to the 3-3, it won't give as good of a combo. From what I remember anyway. It will wall splat, but not a good combo. Okay. What else? There are some other setups with Eliza as well. I think there are a lot of setups concerning wall standing 2. Or just ducking into wall standing 2 in general. To catch you counter hit. Is this the counter hit launcher? Like that. Something like down 3 into wall standing 2 can't work because you're awaiting a fireball. They're just doing this. But the good thing about this is if you sidestep to the right and just block, you have enough time to do this. But if you sidewalk to the right, you'll get caught. You can sidestep it to the left as well, but you'll also get caught. But as I said, sidestep block works really well against this. Like what they're trying to do with this is make you press buttons. Which is a bait. You don't want to press buttons here. If you do have a hard read, sometimes it's okay. Like press buttons, counter it, but the thing is, this high crushing. See this? That's why it's so good to use. High crush frames. 2-1 doesn't work. Never mind, 2-1 works. Never mind. But as I said, normally you don't want to press that. If you do press, have like a hard read and counter hit him. But normally sidestep right block is the best thing to do. You can react to this with, you can launch it. Because this will come out most of the time. This into this, it's pretty common. Dig jab into this, also pretty common. This into this, also very common. This is the frame trap. You can't sidestep it. I don't think you can sidestep it either way. Let me change sides. Nope, no way. It's a very good frame trap for Eliza. Very common. And dig jab will trade, so you can't really do anything here. Unless you have a parry. Can King parry that? I don't know if he can. I don't know. But yeah, he might be able to parry it. The King players would know. But normally you can't do anything about this. This is a true frame trap. The range is very good. You can't step it anywhere. It has high crush frames. I mean, not like it matters. Unless you have like a full crouch power crush, which will work, or a rage art. A rage art will also work. But I would not really recommend doing a rage art. I'll do a rage art for King. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like that. Rage art and power crush will work, but you are full crouch, so you can't do a normal power crush. Unless you have a full crouch power crush, like Anna has, for example. Okay. What else? I talked about some setups. There are a lot of setups with Lost Tank 2, as I said. There might be some other ones as well, which I missed, but this is like the most common one, this frame trap. And this as well. Or dig jab to Mustang too. Stuff like that. Let me remember if I'm forgetting anything. Yeah, the jump kicks are annoying, like classic 2D stuff, the dive kicks and jump kicks. But it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. There we go. I did a couple of them. It's like, okay. Snake Edge, don't really need to talk about this. 33 frames. Just block it, dudes. This, I talk about this. This is tracking, it's very good. It's like a large down back 4 in a way. If you do block it, it's slow. Sometimes you can react to it. Although it's a little bit iffy to react to it, gotta be honest. But yeah, it's slow, launch punishable. Although it is a counter launcher. Into this, into whatever. It's a counter launcher. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, Eliza also has this, wait. This right here. Which is a normal hit launcher on clean hit. But I really wouldn't worry about this, because I don't think this is that big a deal. Some people think this is a big deal, but I don't think it is, because this only works in the neutral because of a combo. Unless there are some setups to it. But it's not that big a deal. The most scary part about it is this. That's the scariest part. The wall pressure of Eliza. Okay. This is just a string, you gotta know. That's about it. They just throw this out in the neutral most of the time. Throw this out. This. Sometimes forward, forward 3. Sometimes forward, forward 4. Like, this is their neutral options, basically. If you keep sidestepping, sometimes you'll be able to sidestep it. Like this, for example. Like, you may get caught by the first hit. But it's like no big deal. It's minus 32. And King can do that. If you're ready for it, a lot of damage. Right, whatever. Yeah, sidestep left is very good. This will catch you because it's a tracking move. But the Eliza player will risk a lot. If you duck it, you can launch it. The mid is not that scary even if you duck it. If you don't duck it and she does the mid, you just punish it. That's most of the game plan Eliza players have, I think. I mean, I'm not the Eliza player myself, right? But it's basically this. At the wall, you're just gonna get mixed by dive kicks, down 3s, and stuff like that. Gotta be careful. Like, mix with magic 4s as well if you try to step, or jabs. But those are just that's just wall pressure. Eliza has very good wall pressure. Can't deny her that. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, this is a mix-up after it. If you can react to this, very good. But it's pretty hard to react to after that. Especially since Eliza players might like doing this. You can try to react to this as well, but that's also hard. Okay, I think that's it. That should be it. I might be missing something. As I said many times already, I'm not the Eliza player. I know some things about Eliza and some setups and stuff, but that's about it. Okay. Thanks for watching, and this is gonna be it for the vid.